5 questions to ask them when they want you back. Stoicism, modern Stoic. Have you ever experienced the moment when your ex, the one who walked away, the one who caused you so much pain, suddenly reaches out? Maybe it's a simple, "Hey, how have you been?" Or, even more direct, "I miss you. I've changed. Can we try again?" At first, your heart races. You wonder, is this the moment I've been waiting for? But deep down, something doesn't feel right. If they truly loved you, if you were really that important to them, why did they leave in the first place? Why did it take losing you to realize your worth? And here's the mistake most people make. They rush back in without thinking. They're swept up in emotions, thrilled at the possibility of getting back what they thought they lost. But a second chance isn't a free pass. It's an opportunity for them to prove they've truly changed. When you take them back without questioning their intentions or requiring proof of growth, you risk sending a dangerous message. You can walk away and come back whenever you please, and I'll always take you back. You're telling them that your love is unconditional, and your self-worth is up for negotiation. But this mindset can cost you everything: your dignity, your peace, and your sense of self-respect. What if they walk away again? What if they repeat the same old patterns? This time, it will hurt even more, because you know better now. Remember, missing someone isn't the same as valuing them. Wanting someone back isn't the same as being ready for them. And "I've changed" isn't the same as showing you they've changed. Words mean little without action. Before you let them back into your life, take a moment to breathe and ask yourself, do they truly deserve another chance? Not based on their words, not based on nostalgia, not based on the loneliness you might feel, but based on their actions, their growth, and their ability to show up as someone new. To help you figure out if they're truly worthy of another chance, ask them these 5 important questions. Questions that will expose whether they've actually changed or if they're just seeking comfort. If they hesitate, if their answers feel empty, or if they can't answer honestly, then maybe, just maybe, they don't deserve you back. Before we dive deeper into this discussion, I want you to affirm this in the comments. I deserve love that doesn't need second chances. Number 1. What do you want from me? Is it love, or is it loneliness? Do they want you, or just the comfort of what you gave them? This is the question that can expose everything. Because an ex who truly wants you back isn't just coming back to escape their own emptiness. They're coming back because they have realized, through deep self-reflection and genuine growth, that losing you was the biggest mistake they ever made. They may miss the comfort you gave them, but that doesn't necessarily mean they've had a genuine transformation in how they view you and the relationship. In fact, a person who has truly learned from the loss of someone important will have reflected deeply and undergone growth. The pain of losing someone may be the very thing that sparks self-reflection and growth. But it's important to ask whether they've grown enough to truly appreciate you as you are, rather than the comfort you provided them. When someone returns after a breakup, it's easy to assume that their longing is rooted in love. But we must question, is it love, or is it simply the discomfort of being alone? If they're coming back merely because they miss the companionship, the routine, or the familiarity of what you gave them, this isn't love, it's fear. Love isn't about filling a void, it's about mutual respect, growth, and an appreciation of each other. The modern Stoic would remind you that love and attachment must be rooted in self-mastery and clarity of purpose. If your ex's return is motivated by a need to escape their own discomfort, it's likely that the relationship will repeat the same patterns of dissatisfaction. They may have regret, but regret doesn't equal change. If they truly valued you, why did it take losing you to realize your worth? This is a critical point. A person who truly loves and values you won't need to lose you to figure out how important you are. They should recognize your value even in the hardest times, and if they didn't before, their return may not be a sign of growth, but of desperation. As a modern Stoic, you know that genuine change comes from self-awareness and deep reflection. The key here is self-awareness, not just the acknowledgement of their mistakes, but their understanding of how they've changed and whether they are genuinely ready to rebuild trust. Ask yourself, are they seeking reconciliation, or are they just trying to avoid the discomfort of being alone? There's a significant difference. A person who truly wants you back will respect your boundaries. They won't rush you or manipulate you with guilt. They won't try to erase the past with sweet promises that lack substance. True love is patient and understanding, and trust must be earned over time, not demanded. If they come back without a true plan for change and growth, then they're likely only seeking comfort for their own fears, not a meaningful long-term relationship. Remember that the power lies with you. As a Stoic, you have control over how you respond to situations. Don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Look beyond the surface of their words and actions. Reflect on what is truly best for you and whether this person has grown in a way that aligns with your own values and principles. Number 2. What changed? Me or just your feelings? A king never begs a queen to stay. You are the prize. But now, they come knocking. After walking away, after ignoring your worth, suddenly, they want back in. Why? What changed? Was it you? Did you level up, become stronger, more disciplined, embodying the Stoic life of Marcus Aurelius himself? Or is it just their emotions? Temporary, fleeting, driven by loneliness, jealousy, or fear of seeing you thrive without them. People don't just wake up one morning and realize they made a mistake. Something happened. But was it a real transformation or just an illusion? You must find out. Did they go through the fire, grow and evolve into the partner you deserved all along? Or do they simply miss the comfort of what you gave them, the stability, the respect, the power of your presence? If nothing within them has truly shifted, then nothing in this relationship will either. Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." If they regret leaving, is it truly because they lost something valuable, or are they suffering from the fantasy of missing you? Regret is not the same as love. If they couldn't value you before, why should they now? You hold the power. You are the fortress, not a revolving door. So ask them directly, with the calm, calculated precision of a modern Stoic. What's different? If they stutter, if they give vague excuses, if their reasons sound like echoes of the past, then they are here for comfort, not commitment. A weak answer means a weak foundation. A weak foundation means collapse is inevitable. A true transformation doesn't need to be explained. It's visible. If they've changed, you will see it in their actions, in their energy, in the way they show up. If you have to question it, you already have your answer. A king does not chase. A Stoic does not waver. You've already won. Drop a comment below. I control my mind. I control my destiny. If you're done with weak excuses, if you refuse to entertain temporary feelings, hit like. If you know your worth, subscribe. Because real strength, real power, and real wisdom belong to those who choose themselves first. Number 3. How will you rebuild trust? Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship, yet once it's broken, it cannot be mended with mere words or fleeting emotions. Love alone does not repair trust. It is rebuilt through consistent actions, unwavering accountability, and time. If your ex claims they have changed and wants another chance, the real question is not about love. It's about proof. How will they demonstrate through their actions that they are truly different? Because words are weightless without substance. Anyone can say, "I've changed," but true transformation is revealed when tested by adversity. What happens when stress, temptation, or old habits resurface? Will they stand firm in their growth, or will they crumble into familiar patterns? If someone has truly evolved, their behavior will prove it, not just in grand gestures, but in the quiet moments when no one is watching. Trust is not an entitlement. It is something they must earn, brick by brick. A person who truly values you will not seek to rush your forgiveness or manipulate you into granting trust prematurely. They will not place their discomfort above your healing, nor will they demand immediate reconciliation simply because they feel guilt. Instead, they will embrace full responsibility without excuses, without shifting blame, and without rewriting history. They will understand that an apology, no matter how sincere, is merely the beginning. The real work begins in their consistent actions and their willingness to rebuild what they destroyed. As Marcus Aurelius taught, if someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake in any thought or action, I will gladly change. For I seek the truth, which never harmed anyone. The harm is to persist in one's self-deception and ignorance. This is where the blessing of Stoicism reveals its power. Stoic lessons teach us that we must value reality over illusions, actions over empty promises, and integrity over fleeting emotions. If your ex cannot articulate a clear, intentional plan for earning your trust back, then you already have your answer. Do not allow desperation or nostalgia to cloud your judgment. Instead, stand firm in your standards, just as a Stoic would, and demand nothing less than what aligns with your peace and self-respect. True change is proven over time, and those who truly cherish you will understand that trust is not a gift, but a responsibility. Number 4. What exactly do you regret? When someone wants you back, it's not enough for them to simply say, "I miss you," or "I made a mistake." A true apology is rooted in understanding what went wrong in the first place. Without reflection, regret is shallow and meaningless. This principle is closely aligned with Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to focus on reason and self-reflection before making decisions. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This applies not only to how we view ourselves, but also to how we evaluate others' actions. If someone seeks reconciliation, it's crucial to understand what they regret. So, before you entertain the idea of giving them another chance, ask them, what do you actually regret? Are they regretting the hurt they caused you, or are they simply regretting the consequences of losing the comfort and benefits of being with you? In Stoic terms, there's a clear distinction between being self-centered and demonstrating true remorse. If they are only regretting the loss of your presence in their life, it reveals that their concern is self-serving. But if they genuinely regret their actions and the pain they caused, it shows that they are thinking of you and the harm they've done. This difference is key to understanding whether or not they've truly learned from their mistakes. As a modern Stoic, It's important to approach such situations with emotional resilience and clarity. The Stoic principle of controlling what is within our power reminds us to protect ourselves from emotional manipulation, ensuring that we don't let someone back into our lives based solely on their words, but on their sincere understanding and growth. The apology should be about their awareness of how their actions affected you and their commitment to change, not about how they feel about the consequences. Take the time to evaluate whether their regret stems from a place of selflessness or selfishness. It's a reflection of their emotional maturity and willingness to take responsibility. Life is too short to settle for superficial apologies. Choose wisely, and always remember that the most important relationship you have is with yourself. Number 5. How do you see our future? If they say, "I don't know," or "let's just see what happens," they're not serious. A real partner has a vision for the future with you. If they don't, you're wasting your time. Love without direction is like a ship lost at sea, drifting aimlessly until it crashes. If they truly want you back, they should know why. They should be able to articulate what they want, where this is going, and how they plan to make it work. Anything less is just comfort-seeking, not commitment. A person who is serious about you won't be afraid to talk about the future. They won't dodge the question with vague answers. They won't say, "Let's just take it one day at a time," because they understand that love without intention leads nowhere. The way they answer this question will reveal their true mindset. Do they see you as a genuine partner, or are they just afraid of losing you while they figure things out for themselves? Stoicism teaches us to value actions over words. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." If they truly value you, their actions will reflect it. Words without action are just empty echoes of the past. If they say they want you back but can't describe what this relationship will look like in 6 months, a year, or beyond, then what are they really offering? More of the same? More uncertainty? More confusion? Because if they couldn't commit before, why should you believe they're capable of committing now? Real change isn't just about wanting. It's about planning, executing, and proving it through action. If they've truly reflected, grown, and are ready for something real, then they should be able to give you a clear, thoughtful response. Not just a promise whispered in the heat of the moment, but a genuine, well-thought-out vision of how they intend to make it work this time. Love without direction is dangerous because it breeds cycles of uncertainty. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." If they want to be with you, they should already have a plan for how to make it work. They should already have thought about the things that went wrong before and how to prevent them from happening again. They should already know what commitment looks like to them and how they plan to show up differently this time. A person who is serious about love doesn't just say they've changed. They show it in the way they speak, the way they act, and the way they take responsibility. If they hesitate, if they avoid the question, if they try to brush it off with, "I just want to be with you," isn't that enough? Then no, it's not enough. Because wanting someone and being ready for them are two very different things. A real partner makes plans. They don't just think about today, they think about forever. If they love you, if they value you, they should be able to answer this question without hesitation. They should be able to tell you how they've grown, how they'll make things different, and how they see you both building a life together. Because a second chance isn't just about fixing the past. It's about building a better future. And if they don't have a vision for that future, what's stopping them from making the same mistakes all over again. A relationship built on uncertainty will always be unstable. Seneca once said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Love requires effort, reflection, and the willingness to improve. If they haven't taken the time to understand what went wrong and how to make it right, then all they're offering is temporary comfort, not lasting commitment. You deserve more than that. You deserve a love that moves forward, not a love that keeps you in a loop of uncertainty. You deserve a partner who chooses you with intention, not one who holds on to you out of fear of being alone. Every great journey begins with a clear destination in mind. If they say they want you back, but they can't articulate how this relationship will be different this time, then they are not ready for you. Stoicism, the blessing of Stoicism, and Stoic lessons teach us to value reality over illusions. Hope is not a strategy. Change is not a feeling. It's an action. If they cannot define what a future with you looks like, then all they are offering is more uncertainty. As the philosopher Zeno of Citium said, "Well-being is attained little by little, and nevertheless is no little thing itself." A great relationship is built with small, consistent efforts, not vague promises of seeing where things go. If they want you back, they need to be clear about what that means. They need to be ready to put in the effort to make it work. Because love is not just about emotions, it's about decisions. If they truly see you as their future, they will have thought about what that future looks like. They will come to you with clarity, not confusion. If they can't answer these 5 questions with certainty, then they're not ready for you. Because love isn't just about wanting, it's about knowing, planning, and choosing. Affirmation. Drop an affirmation in the comments. I deserve a love that has a future. Your ex may want you back, but that doesn't mean they deserve you back. You hold the power now. If they can't answer these 5 questions with clarity and honesty, then maybe your silence is the answer they need. If this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And remember, never settle for less than you deserve. If you found value in today's video, make sure to hit that like button. Share this with anyone who could benefit from the message, and subscribe if you haven't already. By subscribing and turning on notifications, you'll never miss another powerful lesson on Stoicism, relationships, and how to live a strong, focused life. I also want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the 5 questions to ask when someone wants you back? Do you have any feedback, questions, or insights you'd like to share about today's content? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback is always appreciated, and it helps us all grow together. A true Stoic man never loses, whether in love, in life, or in the pursuit of peace. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, and remember, you were the prize all along. Never forget your worth.